Hi everybody! So today I thought I would show you how we do one of our ombres. I've been taught lots of different ways over the years and all the different classes that I've done. I do find this is the easiest way, with a sponge in a pinching tool. This I got from the nail shop. We have lots of these in sale and they're perfect. So I've already put one coat of the lemon colour on to each of these tips, and then painted a second coat just halfway down because I don't need to do the whole thing the second time because these colours are gonna go over the end of there. Already started on these two. What actually happened here was I was started on these when the girls were still here, and I was gonna have to do no sound because we were all chatting in the background. So I thought, now everybody's gone, I'm sat here by myself, I'll finish it off. So I'm going to rotate, doesn't matter about that one, we'll smudge that out in a minute. We'll just rotate the sponge around the tip, dabbing as we go. This one, we'll just get rid of that little pink smudge that I did. Whoops. And the same again. You can see that I've painted the colours on the sponge as well as put some on my little palette here. Keep loading that up every now and then, not too much. And just blend that around like so. These have now had 2 coats each. This one is the first coat, so you'll notice that you can hardly see that there's any colour there in the centre, but you build it up. Usually takes me about 3 coats. I like to do 3, finish it off with the tip. Just enhance the tip colour a little bit deeper on the 3rd coat, but depends on the thickness of your gel polish too, the pigment. You can see them coming along nicely. They match my gloves very nicely. I've got red nails at the moment. But they're really grown out, because even though we're nail techs in this shutdown period, I still don't have time to do my own. Bit of fluff there. Nail tech's worst nightmare. I'm going to file the very ends of these. You can see because they are gel tips, they've got little indents, but I'm going to file those off. So 2 coats, 1 coat each. I'm going to pop that in the light, just your normal cure, minute, 30 seconds, whatever your light is. I've got the C&D LED lamp. That's just going to go in there for 1 minute. So I'm going to take this out of the light. I've just loaded up my... You'll notice I don't have anything on here. It's because I've been operating the camera with my little finger because the screen wouldn't let me press on it with my gloves on. Fluff again, just smudge that out. So now we're catching up with the 2nd layer of these last 3 tips. Very pretty. Back in the light for 1 minute. Out of the light again. There we go. So this would be my 3rd coat. And you'll see the colours come through a little bit stronger now. This one's got the peach in the centre. It's not just lemon and pink, it has the peach colour in the middle. So this is now coming into its own on this coat. You can see that in the light. A little bit more on my sponge. Dot this around. If you get little dimples in this, it doesn't matter because we're actually going to smother this in sparkly glitter anyway. Just really fine glitter, I'll show you that in a tip. But the little dimples that you get all over this smooth out when you put the top coat on, so all good. How's that? A little bit of fluff there again. Pretty. Back in the light again. Now, this is not very tacky, so I'm going to probably put a clear coat over that, maybe a base coat, thin layer, just to pop my glitter on. For now, I'm just going to finish this on my second lot, because this is a full set of tips, and I'll be back with you in a moment. So now all of our tips have been ombreed. We can set our colours aside, we don't need those right now. Then we are just going to use a base coat for a very thin layer on just a couple of the nails. Some of them are going to have a design painted on them. That'll be in another video. But for now, I just want maybe 3 of them to have very thin sprinkling of delicate glitter. The application of the base coat is different to what we'd normally do on a tip because they're so long. And we don't have to be as delicate. So these 3 then have the base coat. I think I might have missed a little touch there. Put that in the light. That one this time only needs a few seconds. And then we're going to use this glitter. This is my ultimate glitter of all time. Big favourite. Sizzling Sand by CND. You can see with the light being so bright, but very pretty. Kind of goes with everything. Use a nice fluffy brush, dab that onto the tip, brush off the excess, do that with the other 2 nails. And the last one, using a bristle. Pretty. You'll see that better when it has its top coat. So I'm going to matte top coat these 2. For that we're going to use our CND Shellac Matte. The other 3 nails, I haven't decided yet. Maybe once I see these I'll know, but I think I'm going to do those shiny. The glitter looks kind of cool in matte as well, but I do feel like glitter needs a shiny top coat most of the time. I'm doing this quite thick because I just want it to smooth out any imperfections in the ombre where we've got the stipple effect. Thicker than I normally would anyway. Make sure we've got it all. And pop that back in the light again. So now that the matte has cured, we'll wipe the inhibition layer off that. It's kind of satin colour when it comes out, but when we wipe the tacky layer off, it will go matte. And do that to dry it off a little bit quicker. I don't know if you can see that. So now I'm going to go ahead and paint the design on this. I'm going to do that on a different video. I think I'm going to top coat these in a glossy finish as well, so I might show you that finish at the end. But that's how we do the ombre.